Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So we ended the previous episode learning about a bunch of people getting zombified. Cool stuff, ain't it? But now we have to actually head back to the Scholars, was it Scholars Walk? Which means we have to go, I think I can actually cheat and go through these doors. Yes. I don't think it gets me exactly where I need to be, but to run back up there isn't that bad. Wait a minute. Can I go through here? Take the hardest left I ever did? Hard left. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I sit there and say that once in a while, you guys will like learn about this like probably like a month or two down the line is I always say that because I was starting to play Sea of Thieves with my brother and we for whatever reason we just thought it was funny to just start saying that when somebody was driving the boat. Sit there and go around the court about to hit something. I need to take the hardest left you ever took. Hard. All because I remembered the Titans. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. I probably should have recorded some of that stuff, but I was just like, nah. I'm like, I don't think my brother and his friend want to be recorded. And then I probably wouldn't tell them. I just find that to be rude. I'll just play the games. I'll just do it by myself. Like when I play with Red or something, then different story because we're screwing around. Red doesn't care. I was actually hoping to play more MCC with him, but he hasn't. He's been doing other things. I think he was playing. What was it last night? Actually, don't remember what game he was playing. Some shifty-looking fellows was eyeing the vaults before we took off faster than a fleeing cacti. As soon as my gaze met his, I, just like a cowed, many a guardian on the plains of Judah. Knew of a Hobbs' death will not sit well with Miss Phillips, but a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do. Yeah, I can't remember what game Red was playing. He was playing like some weird game. Fourth victim. Thou have mercy. Were you able to get a glean on a connection between the other victims? Arbiter's truth. No, it cannot be. Somebody help. Sally, the voice came from direction of the vault. We must hurry. Sally, are you hurt? Man, I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew it was happening. He was upon me. I could only bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Haha, remind me not to get around your bad side, Miss Sally. That said, is not she not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and walked in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Sultan sworn squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Thief of many faces, think we found our man like this. For I sin again, did the fiend elude our grasp, no more. By the virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions, a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed. I returned to Saturday, Miss Phyllis, whilst the gesture was appreciated. In the end, it would prove superfluous to my crackling of the case. I don't know what we just said. Alright, if there's anything else of immense value that you'd like to wait destroy. What's the meaning of this? Ingenious, a double disguise, planted by a thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is, Gagi, one of my most capable men. I sent him to guard the vault and outfit him with an ample key masking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. For once, it all makes sense. If the Phantom Thief is to thank for her burgeoning readership and the rise to ranks in the thrive, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of a story of her lifetime coming to an end. Does she hatch the plan too? My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise man's whisper, it's gone. For foul crimes against Solnut, I hereby declare Elia, the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops. Do not rest until she is in custody. And now the game is truly afoot. I was meaning all this rack and rumpus, and just as we were about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu? Sally, Miss Ellie, that shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dumb moose. I think he literally stumbled face first in the second mass. His good fortune truly knows no end. Not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Oh god. You cannot pretend to be that stupid. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's no way you're gonna pretend to be that stupid. And consistently stupid. Yes. How could we have been so blind? When you have eliminated the impossible, it remains half as improbable. Not even the shocking most turn of events would tear the flame danger inquiry. I doubt it won't. My ever loyal associate, we must find Miss Ellie quickly. Surely if country for her across the cabana, she will still be convinced to abandon this full plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you had departed in company of your men, but for all the better, shall we conduct the search together? Fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than Hildebrand Mander. Me, mind you, it's not a role I sought my own accord. My name and my passion for the history are somewhat well known in Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter saying a position the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully name our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Fulton Sworn, I was deemed in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there was other members in the organization, but told nothing of their names or identities, thinking that my own compatriots were the victims all along. Do not put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm until such a time as the killer is apprehended. The concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than incapable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates are here standing speaking. Does anyone see my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here. Oh god. Ah, there you are, Nashi. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. Sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw something in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a mouse, but it was a really cute mouse, you see? And it just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me if I remember, Nashu. Yes, my inspector senses speak to me. Someone's watching us. He has split and canvas our surroundings. Where's Miss Ellie? Do you think she might look for the mouse too? Well, I am, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. Not let my press speed to put my men in danger. Okay, I head this way. I look for things. Water-stained letter. Water-stained letter, let's go forward. Be wary and be warned. That doesn't tell me anything, you dumbass. Trust no one and your friends all the less. Okay. What else you got? What else you got? What else you got? This will avail you well. Use it wisely. Take a satchel of Damascus dust in the instant you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Oh god. It's Godbird. Run in fear. Oh, visit my beloved son, staunch companion, the mighty Ideen. It's an here on a matter of business, my curtail when I felt a suspicious friend from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you? Like how my character has to back away from him. Well, Sir Pursuit of the Thief of Many Faces has taken a quite an unexpected turn, and now you've come upon a series of anonymous letters. May I watch in the shadows, a friend, or is this another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens, like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for an utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of a Mandeville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildebrand, his dear mother would not be pleased. All I read there was she'll probably kill me. That's what I read in English. Gone. Just gone. I assume you guys don't have anything. What's this? Something just isn't right. Sender speaks true. The villain even now lurks within our midst, and yet we have but a single sachet demasking dust test, but we must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know, the player is better than I, Idean. Let's say you have a few words with each of them and see if all seems amiss. I doomed to share the same fate as the others. I'd soon die than become one of those things. Well, I know it ain't Phyllis. Miss Ellie and the Phantom Thief, and it's the only logical conclusion, yet I cannot help but feel that another troop still evades us. But never didn't tell me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She sure fooled me. You're never that honest, so I'm assuming it's you. Nothing particularly odd about them, you say? It stands a little reason the fiend wouldn't take such a risk early confident you could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half the fool his son is. I must elude him quickly. Time is of the essence. I question the solemn sworn outside to a man. They insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie, wherever she could have gone. Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together now. If you would so kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands amongst us. But they breathe in, I should hope you are not doubting me? Well, I'm kind of convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate a particular brand of idiocy. The fact remains that anyone who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proved to be highly efficient in assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I say this occasion calls for a dose of two of that powder hiding here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another satchel or two lying about, would there? That remains our supplies have already been distributed to the search party, but no, worry not. They should be reporting back within a bell's time. Huh. This might be against me. Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into a reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear there's more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend face bare within minutes. My thing is, if that's really not true, wouldn't she be sleeping right now? You're now given a choice between thief first or personate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has only had passing interactions with my dear father, I can eliminate him from the consideration. At least myself, Nashu, and Ideater. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I'm sure that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning is ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All times when stuff buffoons start out talking sense. If you ask me anything to obscure my cover is good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close I dare say at times it was as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. Him. I'm Mandeville. Man? We're all looking like you're an idiot. Doing what only a Mandeville can. From the peaks of Corthus to Thanalin, Mandeville. Man, you're the best inspector. Perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nashu. Never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Nashu, something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles means that there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles, wrinkles. Look who's talking, you crusty, pretentious old. Genius Inspector? Yeah, literally just cussed the guy out almost in a way. Straight up, Miss Ellie. That creepy as hell. Sally, you look somehow different. So I spoke true, the fiend was in our midst all along. Prince Power deduction screams out to me, this woman knows something. I sure hope. Someone said Ellie was our thief. What's the meaning of this? Another two-layer mask made-up? But no, this woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie. Oh. Seven hells done in by a muscle-bound mudhead and his motley troop of mummas. Just who are you? Resemblance sounds most uncanny, and yet... Insulting Inspector Breda, and once again, you fail to measure up to your reputation. Of course, we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite all right? Why do you look as if you've seen a ghost? Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. But we are, mind you, our last surviving scions of the sealed-in aristocracy. Amused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encounter the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. You know, the thief that your four-tied stole... Show! Oh, and those prize 6 relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I need to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the air, raising tales of my exploits to won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of our hapless attempts to catch me, we could never have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask that you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all these schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Olden dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that Silda turned their own men into zombies. Histories lie, and you work from the shadows. Silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. Isolde ordered the recreation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultan is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Olden army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed sultan sworn would keep buried in the sands of Thanalan. Your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in the Rot Nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. Haha. Just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the internet laptop story. A mass crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. Last day before our proud nation was raised to ground, a band of the Final Stars stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Olden vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed within powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened by assembling 4 secret relics from the Belbia, 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Silda, 4 the Olden dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. So it's dawn upon your latch. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie power rained down on Olda. No, wait, you'll all be dead. Ha ha ha. Preposterous. But first you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moment's precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Cece. Hildebrand. You idiot, just for once could you not get in the way? Godbert Mandeville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. Gone. I knew it. That presence watching over us from shadows was you, my dear wife. Total fear. When Godbert's in fear, you know you should be in fear. Gone. Cast iron skillet. Father, Son, Spirit, help us all. That poor, poor bastard. Am I understanding you're Hildebrand's mother? They're both gone. She knocked bitches out with a cast iron skillet. Is it more like it? Hand to hand, skillet to skillet's enough to send a warrior's pulse race superior self-hiding. The time of our final confrontation is nigh. Greg, what are you doing? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. Do you have papatas for branch overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if you hadn't noticed. And he's turned into an ornament in the wall. You Idaheen or something, was it? Yes? Whatever you want. Nobody's told me all about your hijinks, dear. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak, and what can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. Yeah, you knocked two bastards out with head wounds, and you threw another guy into the wall. Why can't you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband here, and look what got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yeah. Yeah, just... Damn, Greg got nailed. Oh. That poor son of a bitch. He's still on the wall. You poor, poor bastard. Damn, he knocked out. Like, she got hit just out of anger. He got hit because... Has that got a dent in it? Wait, we gotta see this. This got a dent in it? No, I ain't got a dent. Cast iron skillet. It's the most dangerous thing for a husband to deal with. Cast iron. The most dangerous thing for a poor bastard who pisses the wife off. Pisses a woman off. The only thing I wish is that they could have kept the hole in the wall or just had his legs hanging out. Come back, then have him on the ground. But damn, he got knocked. Donovan's mother, yeah, she murdered her. I dare say it's quite clear who wears the pants in the family, so to speak. Oh, so that's probably why he don't wear pants. You poor, poor bastard. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages. Look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to roast the zombie because, and I know just the remedy. A vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tanner of oversold rags and a vial of twice distilled water. Think it at the market, stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Adjust. Now, Harry, once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. Meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Noshu is still alive. Yeah, I'd get the hell out of here, too, if it was me. Gosh, that's smart. Gad, Tilda, you're looking not too hard on yourself. She threw your ass into a wall. How the hell are you even up? That's thanks to you, bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Idaheen here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? Oh, God. But of course, milady, Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Ingots, sundries, was it? Come now, Idaheen. There's work to be done. Yeah. I don't be anywhere near here anymore either. That chicken going, I don't want to die. I'm just going to leave. The chicken like, I'm good. I'm glad I'm what I am. He's from the soul rash for some good sundries, a bottle of twice still water for treasure chest. Now hurry, goddammit, my dear boy's life's at stake. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get right on that because I don't want to get hit in the wall too. I just like the comedy for this game. It's so funny. Wait a minute, we're gonna go. Oh yeah, I gotta jump down. I kept thinking I was at the. I don't know why. I was thinking I was at the Coliseum. And I looked down. I better hurry. I don't want to end up in the wall. I don't want my poor character to get hit by a cast iron skillet. The pain. The pain. I will say this much. Between all three of them, though, I think Greg got the worst of it. He got hit into a wall. At least freaking, the other two at least got hit in the head. Gobbard knew fear. Like, Hildebrand knows that, like, oh, I'm afraid of my dad when he's pissed off. Gobbard's like, I'm pissed. I'm scared shitless whenever my wife's pissed at me. Over soul ragged, you say? I fear that I've only seen a single tatter of it left in stock and it's already been spoken for. My good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly my own as well, hangs in the balance. Sometimes we replied, friend, but a man has to make a living. I have promised to copy a supply of rare chimera membrane for these racks unless you can offer me the same. No deal. Ah, such a rarity out of nowhere at the moment's notice. Now look at what we have here. If it is the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum, funny who you meet at the market. Happens I just returned from training and slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task today. Chimeras, membrane, you seek, you're more than welcome to share. Thank you. My lady, you are far too kind. I'll mention, if you hadn't been for the inspectors Hildebrand and I here, I'd still be tag team with that slimy beast and cheating on my way to fame and fortune. I'm a woman who pays her debts. Alright. That'll take me if I wasn't Avelia the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back the ranks and on the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of the biggest fans. Well, I've had half a mind to give you the rag, you simply for the privilege of meeting her. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to pull it on our side of the bargain, aren't we, Eileen? And with this, our task here is done. Let us find this trader of jest. Well, with that, I think I'm just going to actually end this episode. So you guys are going to get a jump cut as I head back to the other place. Alright, and with that, everybody, unfortunately, I do have the end of at some point, and this will be the ending for this one. I think what we'll do is the next episode, I will try to finish the Hildebrand questline as best I can. I think that'll be the goal for me. So with that, all I have to do is say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, hopefully me and Greg don't end up inside the walls of the freaking palace. I mean, Greg already did. I hope he doesn't end up again, but I hope my character doesn't end up in the wall. Or getting hit in the head with a cast iron skillet, for that matter. Hildebrand's mother's kind of crazy, and probably will kill us all. She'll probably kill her husband first. We at least have time. So, as I said, do those things, guys, and I'll see you in the next round of Final Fantasy XIV. See you next time. Thanks.